Tuesday. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down. Watts. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on it. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. How about the start throwing the football. 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 89.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Patterson, and he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Quarterback taken down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Patterson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watts. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 37. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Watts, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 30, 10, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the bootleg. Watts. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Watts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards on the gain there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. From the gun, Watts. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 83.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Patterson looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Watts. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Watts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Manning. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Watts. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Watts pass.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now Williams.
Number 38, the ball.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line.
Gain of 13 yards.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
In man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Pass
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
to number 8.
Operating from the gun. Patterson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6-man.
From the gun, Patterson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Patterson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
On the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Nighthawks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. A 1-point victory in the end, 16-15. The final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
44-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Throwing on third and long. Patterson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. As you see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here, it's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
11 yards there, first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Back to throw. Watts. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Watts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Manning. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
Dallas.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down, McDowell, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain.
But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds, down at the 9-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw. Watts. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to number
From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
54, right there, 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Patterson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And the pressure gets to him again. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Watts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watts. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Let's go, D. Let's go, let's go. Here we go. 19. Stop that, Ronnie. 53, come on. 53, check.
From the gun, Watts, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
That's how we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. It's our field. It's our field.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
58, right over there, yeah.
On 1st down, Patterson over the middle, complete. It's Ramsey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
At the 5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Rolling to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Patterson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Patterson. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, Patterson. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing on first down, Watts. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On first down, Patterson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on second down, Patterson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And take it right on the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Charles, it's
7.
one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.